Hey guys, I'm just Genshin, and welcome to some more Genshin and Chill. Oh, there, I was gonna say featuring Rangoon, but she just decided she didn't want to be on camera, I guess. She's left. Which is fine. She's been trying to... the whole time she was sitting on my lap, she was trying to eat my headphone cords, which was not ideal for production value. Okay. Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed episode 1. I said in the last episode I wasn't going to be doing the, well, hello there, buddy guy voice. But Maria is sleeping today, so I kind of have to keep it a little bit more quiet. We're going to do the same things, to some degree, that we did last time. Hope you have your coffee or tea or whatever beverage you start off your day with. We're going to do mostly the same things we did last time. I may have to, since I'm, oh, I hate this one. Since I'm talking quieter, I may have to turn the game volume down. We'll see. It seemed fine last time. Yeah, I'll be honest. I have not made a lot of progress in the past couple of days. I've actually been. It's not a resolution, but I have actually been sticking to my goal. I think goal's a better word. That's how I worded it on Twitter. Reese made fun of me the other day, and he's 100% accurate. He said I'm the guy who says he hates New Year's resolutions, but then has some every single year. And it's absolutely true. But I disguise them as goals instead of resolutions. So then I feel like, oh, I'm supposed to have Kokomi out. I don't know why. Oh, I have Sayu out. I had a daily yesterday where I needed Animo. And I forgot to switch Sayu back. That's my fault. I'm also... If my voice sounds different, it's not just because it's early. I've also been coughing like a lung up for the last 2 days, which is not ideal. In the year 2022, and for the past couple of years, basically anything pre-2020, a cough was just a cough. You're like, whatever. Yeah, you're sick. That's no biggie. Since the year 2020, you can't just have a cough. It's a cough with a little side of, what you got? What you suffering from? Hopefully nothing. Hopefully it's just I think I don't even know if I'm sick. I think I may be partially sick. I think part of it is the other day, for whatever reason, I was feeling a little stressed. What's new? And I was like, in movie, I was talking to Maria, we were laying in bed, and I was like, in movies, how they just like scream into their pillow as loud as they can, and that helps. And she's like, yeah, and I'm like, I'm gonna try that.
Take heart.
I'm gonna see if that cures my suddenness. And at first I tried to scream as loud as I could, but it came out kind of little warbled, not true passion behind it. So then I gave it a second go, and I like pulled a scream. Oh, by the way, still trying to figure out how to rock the beanie. I have no idea where you put this thing on your head. It looks like there's like a butt at the top, or like a doggy bone. I don't know if that's the style or if I got a weird one.
You can't run.
I pulled a scream from my loins, from like way down. A deep, guttural, I'm being murdered kind of scream. And it shredded my vocal cords, dude. It hurt so bad. I was coughing for a... Can you just like get down? I hate these dudes so much. Please, just like a little farther down, please. I'm just gonna go fight your buddy. There's a third one around here somewhere. Yeah, I just screamed so loud it like serrated my... Oh, good, that guy's up on freaking Pluto. It like serrated my vocal cord lining, and it's been hurting real bad ever since then. Which is either because of that, or I just happen to be sick and have like a head cold with coughing and sore throat, and they just happen to happen simultaneously. But I'm tempted to believe that it's because I screamed it into a pillow at decibels unheard. Also, The pillow, at least maybe I got a bad pillow.
Can't catch me.
Not here to insult the makers of my pillow. I don't even know who they are, so you're irrelevant. But didn't really muffle the sound of the scream. Maria was like, it sounds like you just screamed at the top of your lungs. In the movies, it always like lowers it by like 25%. Not the case. Not the case. It was still tremendously loud. Is it just? Oh, I thought it was just Geo Boys. That's my B. Sorry about that. I'm not gonna make you listen to it. Like a little cough here and there, no biggie. But when I feel the lung coming up, I'm not gonna force you to listen to that. So you're welcome. Okay, that is one of my least favorite commissions when I'm not using like Yoimiya. It is such a pain in the butt to yoink those guys. This one's easy. This one's not that big a deal at all. Anyway, New Year's resolutions / goals. I've always been mostly against them. Just because I think it's very strange to just like, you know, the people who made the calendar just kind of like chose this arbitrary day. Yeah, between December and January. Yeah, that's the new year. That's what we'll call it. I don't think there's any, like, the Earth, a year is one cycle of the Earth rotating around the sun. There's no, like, magical starting line in that ovular shape that's like, this is the new year. It's a circle or an oval. So there's, like, infinite potential starting points. We just chose December 31st into January 1st. We're like, that's the one. So to me, it's always a little silly to be like, oh, on this random day, abstractly chosen by some dude 10,000 years ago, this is when I will change my life. New year, new me. I understand like the sentimentality, or like the, what do you want to call it? The it's not the fact that it's it's not the fact that it's ticked over to a new year. Like the date doesn't matter. It's the like. It's the on paper, hey, I just survived another year. I've lived. It's like it's almost like a birthday in a way. Like you're a year older. Congratulations, and that's something to be excited about. But also like maybe there's things you could be doing better. So like I'm pro people doing New Year's resolutions. Let me go ahead and throw that out there. I think people trying to better themselves, it's a great thing. You should absolutely try to do that. However, what I tend to not like about New Year's resolutions is, and I've been guilty of it in the past, is people want to better themselves. They're like, I want to start exercising more, eating healthy, being nicer to people, whatever. And then they go, it's October. New Year's in 2 months. I'll go ahead and just hold it off for 2 more months, and then I'll be a good... No, just like make the change, forehead. Which again, if I like was good or had any follow through with my goals or resolutions or whatever you want to call them, or not even resolutions, but just like changing day to day, I could maybe have a leg to stand on here, but I don't. So don't, you know, I'm just screaming out into the ether at this point. I do what I say, not as I do. How about that? But I do think it's super valuable. When people do want to better themselves. So I'm not going to like shame New Year's resolutions. And I'm trying to better myself this year. We've got a couple New Year's resolutions. Goals. Sorry, I posted them on Twitter if you'd like to see them in real time. Let's see how well I can remember them considering they're my goals. Number 1 and most important was less time online, more time outside, which I know is ironic because I'm recording this video right now for you and playing Genshin. However, this series to some degree does exist to kind of minimize the time that I would normally play Genshin by forcing me to spend my resin every 2 or 3 days instead of every single day, which again takes like 10 minutes in the grand scheme of things, but still it feels like it feels like a good decision nonetheless. I'll finish my resolution talk once we get into a domain / boss fight. Okay, last time we were fighting Cryo Flower, we were hunting for either Rosaria or an eventual Ganyu. I think we should continue to do that with our 80 resin. Yeah, if we can get 2 sweet drops, if we can get 2 very lucky drops. I know they added this new system down here that you can teleport to Mondstadt instantly. My brain is used to just clicking my way through the menu. We can also use our strong team here because, no offense to these guys, but these guys tend to get the job done a little bit more quickly, which is very nice. This is the A team. This is the team I was talking about the other day. I actually don't know if it's the best team that I have anymore though, which is a little bit sad. Boom. 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 Don't freeze me. Don't freeze me. Hu Tao. Boom. Melt him. Oh, I don't have my ulti ready. I don't have my ulti ready. Very sad. He's still been melted nonetheless. Dang. Okay, that's fine. Not the greatest showing. I was hoping for the... Bah! You kind of need a second pyro character to drop that boy's shield first. Then we switch to the moochers. Then we collect 3. Give me 3. Give me 3. Give me 3. Give me 3. You gave me 2. Okay, so we're going to have to farm that guy at least 2 more times, which is a little bit of a shame. Do I still want to go for defense artifacts? I mean, I do need the defense artifacts eventually, but are there any characters whose talents I would like to maybe boost? It's Sunday is the thing, which is why I'm saying this. And on Sunday in the domain, the artifact domains are the same every day. On Sunday, if you're farming weapon or character materials, talent materials, you can farm any of them today. So it's a nice day to maybe decide you want to do that. I need slimes, man. Okay, we need fans for Ito, and I think I am going to crank Ito up. You need heart books. Who are we trying to boost here? Kokomi could use some help. You got help, brother. Look at you. Look at you. Go ahead and take that upgrade. You earned it. I did just get C4 official, which is very exciting. Got a lot more work to do, unfortunately. Probably not using Beto anytime soon. What do I want to upgrade? I told myself Kazuo was going to be the first character that I used a crown on. I've never crowned a character before. I'm also down to get to Hu Tao to 999. Could be fun. Let's do Ito. What do you take? Dang, that's all the same domain.
To strike your foe takes...
Let's do Ito. Let's get some more Ito materials. I'm pretty sure I never farm this. Is it here? Yes, okay. I'm pretty sure. I guess I can check. I don't think we have a lot of these materials, like even the blues or the reds of the fans. I'm pretty sure I've used them all. I got 15 and 6, but that's not going to be enough to really raise. Look, I got 15 crowns. I got to use those at some point. I have this is true in any video game. I get FOMO. Not FOMO, but I believe in... Ooh, that's not the team you want. That's not who you want. I think in The Binding of Isaac, Northern Lion in the past has called it too good to use syndrome, which is when you have a fantastic item that you get too scared to use it because you're like, well, what if the next room is even harder? And so you end up never using it. I have the same issue, but with crowns. I have 15 of them, and I have some characters that I would love to crown. The issue's twofold. The issue number one is I go, what if an even cooler character comes out? And I use all my crowns, and then I don't have the ability to crown them, and I want to crown them instantly. That's issue number one. Although I've never crowned a character to this point, and they're all still very viable, so I don't think the crowning actually makes that much of a difference. The second issue, by the way, I could also, a good solution to that problem I just realized is use all your crowns, but always save 3. Then if a character comes out that you truly fall in love with, your waifu, husbando, whatever you want to call them, and you're like, I gotta get them to 10, 10, 10 right away. Maybe they release Ganyu 2.0, most broken character in the game. Then you still have 3 left over, and you can still do the thing you want to do. So that's an option. The other issue is it's so resource intensive, and it's the same reason you may have noticed that none of my characters are level 90. The closest is Hu Tao, which is at level 85, and then I got a couple of 81s. I'll be honest, the 81s all got there naturally. Come on over here, brother. I need you guys to like both be getting pounded by this because I need you guys to like die simultaneously is the thing. You son of a gun. Okay, so he's gonna get a bunch of HP and that's gonna be annoying. What was I saying? Forgotten already. Oh yeah, so all the characters that are level 81 just got there naturally, like just from farming overworld stuff, which is a lot of enemies to kill, but they got from 80 to 81. Hu Tao, I started, that was the first character I was like, yes, this character's busted, I'm gonna take this character to 90. And I started to take them to 90, I started pumping in the talent books, and then I looked and started realizing how many talent books and how much more I was using. And as soon as I realized what I was doing, I was like, I can't justify spending this many resources. I don't have like the actual calculations. We'll do this twice. I don't have the actual calculations, but it definitely feels like you could, the same amount of materials and money to get a character from 80 to 90, you could get a character from like 0 to 70. Again, you know, don't take that as gospel. I don't actually know the numbers. It's a substantial amount of books. So, you know, maybe someday, I'm getting to the point now, there's some floors on Spiral Abyss that are so difficult that I do find myself struggling sometimes to get the 36 star. If the game keeps getting harder, I may at some point have to say, you know what, as much as I love the variety, having different characters to play as, I can't. I need to pump up the existing characters a little much to make sure that I have a super team, basically. Why am I attacking so slow? Who lowered my attack speed? We haven't reached that point yet, though, and I'm going to avoid reaching that point for as long as humanly possible. Because I've really enjoyed... Originally, like I said last episode, I only would play as the Hu Tao team for everything. I would do domains with the Hu Tao team, bosses with the Hu Tao team, new content with the Hu Tao team, and I didn't realize how many awesome characters there were in the game, basically, until I started doing this friendship team nonsense to try some different characters out, and I'm like, wow, I wish I would have done more variety stuff in the past. But if the game keeps getting harder, variety may be the spice of life, but at the end of the day, so are Primo Gems. I gotta beat that Spiral Abyss, brother. Gotta beat the Spiral Abyss. That is not the move I wanted to do. That's my B. I wanted to switch to you, then burn, then Ushi, then Frisia, then drop this Frisia. We're gonna try to beat both of these guys at the same time. I messed it up last time. I don't have my ulti ready. It's gonna make it more difficult. Just kidding. Baby, that's what you're looking for. Then he doesn't get that big burst in HP. Okay, condensed resin, and then I think we'll try something else. Resolutions, because this is going rather quickly. Leave domain. No golds, which is a little sad. First resolution. Let's do... Let's just do same domain again, but let's farm for Kokomi. Let's farm for Kokomi instead. I think this also farms for Yoimiya technically, so two birds with one stone. We can figure out who we want to buff. First resolution, less time online, more time outside. I haven't done a ton of outside stuff, I'll be honest. We went up to Minnesota. Oh, also, if you're not following me on Twitter at JustJershin, you should. I am like, I'm documenting for myself mostly, but if you, for whatever reason, find it interesting, I guess, you know, for you as well. I'm not gonna like take credit for the idea because I absolutely just stole it from someone else. Basically, they posted their goals or resolutions on Twitter, and then they put an emoji next to each one that represents it. So if it was like, you know, spend more time outside, they put a tree. Play less video games, they put a controller. And then, whenever you have updates to like show that you've been, you know, sticking to your word and you're working to meet that goal, you retweet the tweet, the initial tweet, and then you put a little, you put the emoji of whichever goal you've been working on next to at the top of the tweet. And then you give your update. And then you build individual threads for each of your goals, so that at the end of the year, you can look and see, you can like take a little trip back. If you go through the thread, you can take a little trip back and see all the different stuff you've done. I think that's pretty cool. I'm a sucker for gimmick stuff like that. Okay, hold on. Be careful. Come on, over here. Let's go. Great stuff. Yeah, I'm a sucker for gimmick stuff like that. So I've been, for each of my resolutions, I'm going to be giving updates, so if you're curious. The only update I've given for Go Outside thus far, ooh, that's what we're looking for, baby. Only update I've given is that we went to Minnesota at the beginning of the new year. I went with Maria, and we visited her family, and we did some outdoor snowy hiking on a day that it was a high of -2, which was pretty fun. Very outdoorsy, but I'm not gonna lie. Since we've gotten back home and I've gone back to work, I have not done a single bit of outdoor activity, which is not ideal. I need to find a good way to work it in. So, that's number one. Number two, do a better job communicating with friends and family. I think in what I realized last year is, especially in the time of COVID, which is maybe forever now, where all communication is done online. I'm not good at that, basically. My email inbox almost always has like 20,000 unread emails. Sometimes I'll get a text message and I'll like open it and look at it and I'll be like, I'll respond to that later. 5 seconds later, gone out of the back of my mind. So just being better about like responding to stuff instantly. That one's gonna be a little harder. That's not as aesthetic. It's gonna be a little harder to show in the good old Twitter sphere, but we'll try. Number 3 is keep doing more recipes. COVID, if it's done anything decent for me, and it hasn't really, it has forced me to like, I spend a lot more time at home, and you get really bored, so I have taken up cooking to a slight extent. Pre-COVID, I could pretty much only cook like Easy Mac. Okay, we can get a little fancy with that, but I won't lie. I was very air fryer dependent. Let's say that. I was very air fryer dependent. Get over here. You blocked me. Ushi, get him. Oh, great hit, Ushi. And now I can I try to do weekly meal prep. I made some delicious spicy Korean pork last week. It was so good. Like I used to do meal prep as well, like before I knew how to cook. Wow, good stuff. But I'll be honest, I would meal prep a week's worth of meals, eat Monday, Tuesday, and then be so miserable by my overly dry grilled chicken and gross undercooked rice and nasty frozen vegetables that by the time Wednesday rolled around, I just threw the rest of them away. This one, I was like, it's so good that one day on like Tuesday, I was like, I brought it into work for lunch, and then I was like, what if I ate this for dinner too? So that's been exciting, and I want to keep learning more cooking styles and techniques and recipes and stuff. Upgrade the kitchen a little bit. We're getting new appliances in 2 weeks, which should really help step up the cooking game, at least I would think. So that's exciting. And then the final one is to become a morning person. I am quickly, we're only a week into the new year. I've quickly realized, oh, we're gonna get to see the big number. Ready? Do it, do it, do it, do it. Ready, 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 and... Bah! It didn't crit! It didn't crit. Okay, so it did 46,000. It did 46,000. So just multiply 46,000 by 200%. What would that do? Like 150,000? Because 100% extra damage is doubled, so 200% damage extra is tripled. I didn't want to collect with you. Well, that's some valuable friendship points wasted. That's unfortunate. Okay, you know what? Let's do this. Let's get a little while with it. Plus, I'm not done talking yet. We got a couple minutes to kill. Okay, I missed them. Let's do this. Oh, let me show you my favorite thing in all of Genshin Impact. Hold on. This is why, if you're considering pulling for Zhongli in the upcoming patch, I'm here to tell you you absolutely should. And allow me to show you why. Now, they may be destroying shield meta, like to some degrees that I am not okay with the introduction of the dogs and some other enemies that may or may not be coming in the next patch. They may be absolutely destroying shield meta, but that's okay, because there's one thing that Zhongli can do that nobody else can do. Please watch as I turn these crystals into popcorn, and listen to the sound as well. Listen to the as it hits the ground. Watch as I turn these rocks into popcorn. Oh, it's a star. I'm not an ASMR boy. Like, I'm not into ASMR, I don't think. But I'm not gonna lie to you. There's something about the crinkling rocks hitting the ground that, like, sends some chills up my spine. I love it, dude. And only Zhongli can do that. All the other ones, you gotta hit them one at a time. He just turns entire piles into popcorn. Is there another big pile I can do that on? I think there's a big pile of pink ones here. Watch me turn them into popcorn. And the range on it is ridiculous. This is not as big a pile as I was hoping, but we could still turn it into popcorn. Hold on, hold on. Ready, 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 and 3, 2, 1, popcorn.
Stabilize.
Yeah, I'm quickly realizing that I'm not going to become a morning person. It's not taking long into the new year for me to realize that that one may have been a little bit ambitious. I just don't think I'm built that way. Now, I'm going to be honest, not only is this Genshin series, I'm hoping it'll help me play Genshin less, which will help with the first goal of being online less. The goal is that since I'm going to have to record these in the morning, like before work, if I'm going to be getting up that early anyway, I may as well record, edit, upload something. And that's what this series will hopefully be as well. If you guys like it, if you hate it, then it's like a complete waste of time, so I'm not going to do it. But at least in the short term, that's kind of the reasoning behind this series, is to help me meet two of those. It's to help me meet two of those 4 goals, but they're going decently well thus far. It's like a weekend, so you know I'm not gonna say that I've succeeded at this point. Let's check back in like 2 months and we'll see how we're doing. I think we'll get a much better idea. I just realized I never plugged in the Christmas tree. Pretend the episode just started. Don't look at my donk. I saw you looking. There we go. I forgot to turn on the Christmas tree. Happy Christmas. We took our Christmas tree in our main room in the living room down yesterday, and I instantly, like the second it went in the box, where are you? The second it went into the box, I like felt the seasonal affective disorder flowing into my body. I'm a big, I don't have animo, I'm sorry. I'm a big Christmas boy. I'm a big fan of Christmas. I'm also a big fan of popcorn. Oh baby. It's just so satisfying. I am a big fan of Christmas, so the fact that it is gone and over. I'm a huge winter fan in general, but I think winter is a very front-loaded holiday. Expedition reward. The beginning of winter is sick. A lot of fun stuff to do. You've got the holidays. The cold is like not unbearable. You can do some fun outdoor activities. The first snow is always very exciting. Then is like late January, early February. It keeps rolling on and rolling on and rolling on. You're like, get me out of here. I'm done. But we're still in the at least a little bit to the honeymoon stage of winter. But as soon as the Christmas tree comes down, winter. I guess I could just like leave the Christmas tree up all year. That's an option. That seems a little silly though, so I don't want to. Please be respond. Please be. Please be. Okay, good stuff. Good stuff. This will be our last thing we do for the day. I feel like we made some good progress. Had some nice conversations with you lovely people at home. If you have any New Year's goals / resolutions yourself and you've made it to this point in the video, please feel free to like comment them down below. I would love to hear them and maybe steal them. Here we go. Order guide you. 60K. Not what I'm looking for. I would love to hear your New Year's resolutions and see if you have any cool stuff that I could potentially steal. And by steal, I just mean like, hey, I hadn't thought about that. I would like to become a better person in that regard. We got 3. Okay. So we officially have enough boss materials, I should say, for Ganyu. I should at least, you know what? Let's do this. If we did all this talent farming, if I don't at least raise Ito's talents, one of them, then this feels like a complete waste. So let me at least, just so you can see the fruits of our labor. How many of these can I make? 2? Oh, we're good. I can. So if we get Ganyu, we have the materials. We have the technology. Let me take Ito. Let me give him a couple golds. We'll raise his talents a little bit. I can make 7. Eula hook me up, make it 8. Oh, baby, that's why you're my favorite. Okay, Ito, what skill should we raise of yours, my little horny boy? Maybe don't say that. He's got horns. He's an Oni, is what I was saying. Probably his ult. We need some slimes. I need to farm some slimes. I haven't had to farm animals in a long time. Or creature materials. I haven't had to farm these in a long time because I have 1,500, and so I probably won't need to still. It's scary though. It's potentially scary. I can only make 131 of these, you know? That scares me a little bit. Okay. Congratulations, Ito. You are getting a promotion. Ito do be slapping. Your royal descent is gonna get leveled up. Boom, baby. To level 9. And you know what? Never mind. I was going to say this is going to get up too, but that took all of my fans. Okay. So maybe I should have farmed that domain a little bit more. That's okay. Maybe next time. Hey, thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. Hope you had a nice time. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your Sunday. Maybe you're watching some football. It's the last week of football. Maybe you're just chilling out before you go back to school and or work. Either way, I hope you have a nice, relaxing day. Hey, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please consider showing some support down below. Liking, sharing.
The duty of a Tengu warrior
Sharing with your grandma as always. But with that, thank you guys so much for watching. And have a good rest of your Sunday.